Of course they'd call for a meeting. How am I not surprised? It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have to drag the new recruit with me. Ugh. I can only hope we aren't going to walk into a tank full of hungry sharks.
Ciel makes her way down to the assistant's new room. She isn't keen on bringing them along, but given the current situation, she doesn't have much of a choice.
Hey there, nerd.
You were currently working on something and became annoyed. Not from Ciel suddenly barging in, but by the fact she called you a nerd.
What? You don't want me to call you a nerd? Well then, what else am I supposed to call you? Professor?
You tell Ciel that you do happen to have multiple degrees, many of which grant you the title of being called doctor or professor.
I don't care about your degrees. I'm not going to call you that. I'm sure I'll think of some other pet name for you.
Ciel looks around the room to see you've redecorated to fit your taste.
I see someone's getting used to their new room. You're right. It does beat a prison cell any day. What are you working on anyway? Why? Is that your secret, sinful hobby or something? I can only assume you are probably doing this to build trust between us, but it's going to take a lot more than that. Besides, for a genius yourself, I expected you to, oh, I don't know, hack into other people's bank accounts and drain them dry.
You confess there that you may have dabbled your hand into accessing others' bank information, only to find it, well, too easy.
Too easy, huh?
She's a little disturbed by the thought.
You know, despite being a supervillain, hearing that honestly made me a little creeped out. From what you're saying, I'm better off lugging around physical cash and burying the rest in some undisclosed location.
It's obvious she is here for a reason, so you ask what she wants.
It's not what I want, but rather what they want. Apparently, the Lords of Disruption overrules and regulations, or TLDRR for short, have just called for a meeting, which means I have to go. Then you have to go too.
You politely decline Ciel's offer.
Buddy, I don't think you quite understand. They heard that I've gotten a replacement for a fellow doctor. If I go to them empty-handed, they're gonna know something's amiss.
She leans in until she's 2 inches away from you, all the while staring at you with an unnerving glare.
And neither of us would want that now, would we? I don't think so.
Feeling as though she got the message across, she leans away from you.
Trust me, I wasn't up for this babysitting gig either. But it is what it is. Now come on. We're going to need to take that car.
You two walk, open the door.
We could take the jet, but our last ordeal made it out of service, and don't think I haven't tried to repair it. Because believe me, I've tried.
The door closes. You offer Ciel your assistance while repairing the aircraft.
What makes you think I'm going to let you anywhere near my things? I know exactly who I'm talking to, smarty pants. Look, I just figured you may have a major in different subjects or a field of study.
You begin to list the many degrees you have successfully achieved.
Okay, thanks. Even though I didn't ask for a list of specifics. Wait here.
Ciel enters another room as the door opens and closes behind her. You're left standing alone and decide to take this time to reflect on a few things. You begin to wonder whether you're really a villain or just an anti-hero. You also wonder about Ciel and why she has such a strong grudge on her nemesis. Maybe this wouldn't be so bad, you tell yourself. It's only been a few days since you actually started living here. Before you could continue tempting any further, The door opens up. As Ciel walks out, it closes behind her. It looks like she's holding something.
Here, put these on. A wig and shades will make for good temporary disguise. Can't be having people recognizing you. As for me, I'm gonna have to go casual. What? Do you think I wear my costume 24/7? I'm still human, you know. I must dress reasonably from time to time. Oh, come on, we're almost there.
You've never seen Ciel out of her supervillain costume, so you decide to tell her that she looks nice.
Are you trying to flirt with me? Just a genuine compliment, huh? I see. Well, thanks. But don't give me too many of those. Why? Because I don't need them or deserve them. You're forgetting that I'm a bad person with good intentions. I'm just doing what needs to be done.
You smiled and said to her that she really isn't all that bad. If anything, she's really nice.
Didn't I say enough with the compliments?
Okay, maybe not that nice.
But, thank you, no.
The two of you walk in silence until you reach a normal-looking car.
Alright, here we are. No, this isn't my work car. I did say I was going casual, didn't I? What? Yes, you may compliment the car. Thank you. Now fasten your seatbelt. We need to look like law-abiding citizens.
The car starts up, and you buckle your seat, and she begins to drive away. Soon enough, you end up in the city. Still driving. It's only been a few minutes since you left base, but you can already tell Ciel seems annoyed by something.
What? Yes, I am still annoyed by your compliments about me, but nothing frustrates me more than driving. Isn't it obvious? The idiots behind the wheels, it's so bad there's even a whole online community dedicated to it. Kind of. I did submit a few of my dash cam here and there.
You hear a loud honk.
What are you doing? Just get out of the way already, Granny.
An elderly person eventually makes a turn, and the two of you continue on your way. You look at Ciel with a face of dismay.
What? Well, if she's too old, she shouldn't be driving. Fine, I'll lay off a little.
Suddenly, a car cuts her off and continues speeding down the road, making Ciel furious. You hear another loud honk.
You may as well sign up to be a crash test dummy, dummy! Ugh.
You couldn't help but to chuckle at her outrage.
At least you seem to be getting a little kick out of this.
The car starts to slow down.
We're gonna be sitting here for a moment. Traffic and all.
You decided to ask Ciel if it was okay for you to ask her something.
If it's not stupid, yes, you can ask. What are the others like? You know, as many times as your former team has fought them, I figured you already know what they're like. Oh, from my perspective, what are they like? Not that different from what you have seen. Out of all of them, the only one I've considered to be more of a friend than a business partner is Auroch. Not really. It just so happened that Auroch saved my life in many ways than one. So naturally, I had to return the favor. Let's just say he got me out of a rough patch in my life.
You weren't sure what she meant by this. You wanted to press on further, but something immediately caught your eye. As you focused on it, your eyes began to widen with despair.
What? What's with that look?
There was no denying it. It was a superhero known as Dust Bunny. He is notoriously known for his super speed, and to make matters worse, he was one of your former teammates. Instinctively, you duck your head down and curl up further into the seat, hoping he didn't happen to see you.
What are you doing? Dust Bunny? Look, kiddo, my citizen car isn't that dirty. Oh, you mean the speedster hero, Dust Bunny. Where? At the hot dog stand?
Ciel looks over to see Dust Bunny at the stand, currently enjoying a glizzy while chatting with the vendor.
Oh, I see. You're trying to make sure he doesn't see you. Well, don't worry. The windows are tinted. He shouldn't be able to see anything through it.
You plead for Ciel to move as soon as the light changes.
All right, if you insist.
The car pulls forward as she begins driving again.
You can get up now. We drove far away. Nope, last I saw, they were chatting with the vendor at the stand. I am aware of their super speed, yes. Jeez, kid, you act like I have no idea what I'm doing. I've been doing this for too long, longer than you have especially. What? What would life be like if I didn't become a supervillain? Not sure. Whatever it is, it would have been mundane and boring. You? Figured as much. After all, you didn't exactly have the positive experience back when you were a hero. Really, just admit it, kid. You're a villain now. No matter how much you try to sugarcoat it. No, you're still an assistant. You haven't graduated yet. Alright, we're here.
The car slows down and she opens the door. You get out of the car as well, and the car locks.
There, now let's go.
You begin walking.
Nope, just a regular locking mechanism. But it does come with a tracking device. Let a would-be thief try to take the car, they'll be getting an unexpected visit from my alter ego.
A door opens and closes. The two of you are on your way to the front desk. Ciel gives you a stern warning.
Do as I say, and you may live through this.
You stop walking.
Hello there.
There's a lady at the desk who asks Ciel for her ID.
Right here.
Ciel gives her an ID card. The lady looks at it and begins typing something into her computer. A brief moment later, she gives Ciel back her ID card.
Thank you.
The lady then asks about you.
The little twerps with me, don't worry. They are the troublemaking type.
You and Ciel make your way into a room, then proceed to an elevator where she presses a button. The elevator eventually makes its way onto the current floor and opens up. You both walk inside. Ciel takes a key and inserts it into a slot. She turns the key and presses another button. The elevator gives off another ding and closes the door. After a brief moment, it starts moving again.
Alright, well, we have a minute. Let me go ahead and explain to you the dangers of the situation. These people, my coworkers, are nothing like your previous cohorts you've worked with. But I'm sure you already know that. Remember when I said these people won't hesitate to fulfill a death wish? I meant that. You're gonna have to feel a bunch of glaring eyes watching your every move. Make one minuscule mistake, and your head is going on someone's platter tonight. Got it?
You nod your head in agreement.
Good. And do us a favor. Don't do anything irrational, even if it seems logical.
The event had ended.
Well, that was certainly eventful,
stated Ciel, while the two of you head back to the elevator having successfully finished the meeting.
What do I think? I think you just barely managed to make it out alive. Not sure what was going on through those indigenous of yours, but you managed to impress them back there. I'll admit, you caught us all off guard, including me. And here I thought you were about to make some double agent crap until I figured out Orok wasn't on it too.
You gave yourself a smug look, feeling pretty good about your performance back there.
Alright. Bask in it all while you can, because from here on out, if you ever pull something like that again, I might actually just kill you. That time, got it? God. Good.
You nod your head in agreement.
Maybe it's just me, but you didn't flinch as much this time. Don't tell me you won't take my word for it.
You tell her despite the threatening tone and mean personality, you feel that she won't actually kill you. Not if she can help it anyway.
You crack me up, kiddo, but seriously, don't get it twisted. I'm a supervillain, and trust me, I won't pass the mark, but I'll excel at it. And you won't like it when I do. Just saying, huh? With that hopeful attitude, you're not gonna last long. Now I have you under my belt.
You both walk out of the elevator as Ciel turns the key and pulls it from its slot. The lady at the desk tells you both to have a good one.
You too.
As you two make your way to the car, you ask Ciel what's next.
What's next? Not sure. Maybe we should start by trying to track down Dr. Zykabos' secondary laboratory and go from there.
The car door is unlocked. You get in the car. And the car is started. Ciel starts driving.
Well, the good doctor was working on something that could prove detrimental to us securing our victory. Or rather, another winning edge against my nemesis. No, we're not taking the car there. Not this one anyway. It'll be a long trip, but we'll have to get it done. There's one issue, though. Well, Doc? Wasn't the kind to share her personal business around like that. She kept work, well, as work, not part of the lifestyle like you or me have. In other words, she'll be willing to build the next doomsday device and maybe be generous to lend it over sometimes. But to actually give us the blueprints and its origin, sorry, but 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be left in the dark. Exactly. She'll make her presence known when she wants to, which doesn't help us in the slightest since she... Pretty much.
You inform Ciel that there's something you need to tell her.
Something you want to confess? Well, what is it? You might know of a way to locate her lab. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm not buying it. Show me what?
You pull out one of Ciel's technological arm braces.
Is that my... How did you get a hold of that? Didn't anybody tell you not to fiddle with other people's things? Touché.
As you activate its console, you begin to show and inform Ciel your method of determining the location of Dr. Zykabos' hidden lab.
Uh-huh. Right. Okay.
You stop midway through your presentation, since it seems clear Ciel is getting bored.
What? I mean, I'm smart, just not that smart. How about you explain it to me in more detail once we get back to the lair? Good? Alright.